Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I was going to run out and buy a fancy ribbon to make a bow to put on this milk can vase. And by the way, I bought this milk can vase at Walmart. But then I realized I had all of these scraps and even more. This is just some of my scraps. And in this pile was mostly strips of fabric I cut to make binding, or they were leftover jelly roll strips, and a few other miscellaneous wide strips. So I'm going to show you how to take your scraps and make this pretty little bow. So let's get started. Here are the scraps that I'm using, and I wanted to pick out kind of fall colors because this Scrappy bow is for the fall season, but you can make this for any season. They're all pretty much the same width, so I'm going to cut them all up into 8.5-inch long pieces. Stack your pieces, and if they're not all the same width, it doesn't matter. You just want them all the same length. So I've stacked a bunch of them together, and I'm going to cut this end straight, and then I'm moving over 8.5 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half, and cut, and just move over another 8.5 inches if your pieces are longer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and move your ruler over another 8.5 inches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this is my half. So line up your ruler and cut. And if you need to move over again, which I think I do, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and a half. Yes, I've got a couple of more pieces down here, and go ahead and cut whatever you have left. Arrange them by color. Example would be if you had two browns that are very close in color, I would just put them in one stack. Then take one from each of the first two stacks, bring them front sides together, stitch 1/4 inch. Then take the next one, color, front sides together, stitch 1/4 inch, and keep doing that till you have all of them done. If you find that you don't have enough for the length you want, just dig through your scrap pile and pull out some more that'll go with your other colors here. Press your seams going all in one direction. And a pressing technique that I like to use that makes this really quick is hold up one end of your strip, and then as you're pressing, you push against the seams, and it will push those seams in one direction. At each end of your piece, fold the ends over 1/4 inch and press. And again, do that at each end. I'm going to demonstrate two different ways that you could finish this off. The first way is to have the front side facing up, fold this in half, pin your edges, and stitch 1/4 inch seam all the way down. Then you would have this long tube. Then you would have to begin turning it front side out. So you'd go to one end and begin to push the front side of the fabric facing out. The second option for me that I like is, the reason why I do this particular option is that I have an issue with my right hand. I don't have 100% use of my right hand. I have very little use of it. So this method is much easier for me because I have a very difficult time turning any tubes out, even if I have one of those tube turners. So for those of you who have an issue with one or more of your hands, do this. Fold the edges over 1/4 inch and press all the way down one side. Go all the way down. Then after you finish pressing that side, go over to the other side. Turn it over 1/4 inch and press all the way down. Then bring the two edges together and fold it in half and make sure everything's lined up real good, and then press it again. Then pin these edges and stitch close to the edge all the way down. At the end, make sure your edges are turned inside 1/4 inch, then stitch across to close it up. You can leave the ends squared off, but if you want them pointed, take a ruler and place it at an angle and trim it off. Then turn your edges inside 1/4 inch, fold them inside, and I would pin them closed like this. Pin them closed and then stitch close to the edge all the way across. Then press it all the way down. I hope you enjoyed this video. For other beginner sewing projects, look below your YouTube screen for the video links. And oh, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thanks for watching and happy sewing! I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click on the thumbs up button. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. If you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell so you can receive notifications about my latest videos. I'm Cheryl, and this is Scotty, and this is Manny. See you next time, and happy sewing!